Okay, so this video will be kinda made from the top of my head as the script is basically rushed : and also I'm working on 3 other rants. By now you probably already heard about the ban on TikTok and CapCut. I think TikTok was most expected to be banned, but CapCut also went with it. Now, if you don't know, the United States has passed a law to ban TikTok or any apps that are owned by ByteDance, a Chinese company that is supposedly spying or stealing information from US citizens' government. Now, there's no actual evidence regarding the accusations, so it's an interesting situation. Obviously, people aren't happy about the ban, and are currently moving to a new platform called Rant and apparently arriving Captions, which is basically a new platform similar to CapCut. That's a small intro to the situation. Also ignore the AI voice, it's different. Now I'll explain things like Rant, Captions, and other editing apps you could use a replacement for CapCut, as well as the impact this ban can have. Hello everyone, I'm CG and today we will be discussing the TikTok and CapCut banning situation. If you're in the US, the apps have already stopped working. Currently for me it's a few hours before the 19th, so the apps are still in lockdown mode. They will be officially banned on the 19th. How it works: if you tried opening TikTok or CapCut in the past hours, I guess you will receive an update by them, explaining the US law is that banning them, so you don't have access to the app anymore. You won't receive any updates and you basically can't use it. It will, however, be on your phone. If you have it downloaded, it will remove it from the App Store, to make sure no one else can download it. Rant is basically the Chinese version of TikTok, and by Chinese I mean, literally it's way more strict than TikTok. By strict, I mean, things like not showing excessive skin, LGBTQ content and more. No, I mentioned Rant simply because so many people are migrating to Rant to the point it's now the most popular app. However, due to the fact it's owned by a Chinese company as well, there could be a possibility that the US might consider banning it too. For now that is unknown, but it is something I like to point out. Captions. From what I heard, Captions is a new app coming out on January 19th. It's essentially CapCut. I don't know much about Captions, nor do I know if it's a legit thing, but a few people are expecting to use Captions once it officially comes out. Editing apps recommended. If you are a YouTuber in need of a new editing software, here are some you can use. Alright Motion is the editing software I'm using to make this video and will be using from here on out until something happens. This app is available for both iOS and Android devices. It's also a free app and very useful. It's amazing for animations, tweening. A few popular gadgetubers use this app for their videos. There's also many tutorials uploaded to learn how to navigate the app. It's really easy to use once you get comfortable. Alright Motion also keeps your editing time to see how long certain projects took. You can save materials as elements to reuse them without having to import a lot of parts. There's cool effects and amazing graphics. It does happen to get laggy sometimes though. VivaCut is something I used once, and that was back when I was a Roblox editor. So I'll explain the app features from what I can remember and see. They have a similar style to CapCut with a purple gradient background. One thing that gets annoying is I literally got an ad the minute I opened the app. They also have a template page that's also very similar to CapCut, and yet again a minute later another ad. That's probably a downside of this app, is all the ads. Like Alright Motion gives you an ad just to export, not every click. Overall rating 6/10 due to the ads. Everything else is basically CapCut except there's a water trademark which is not removable, similar to Alright Motion. Lighting, saturation, filters are the same as CapCut. But unfortunately you can only export 2 minutes on the free version. So if you're a person who makes long videos, this is probably not for you. At least not the free version. KineMaster, this app is one of the OG ones. I'm pretty sure most people in 2018 to 2020 were using this app for animation. There's also tutorials on how to use the app. Personally, I've never used it, so I can't say anything really. VideoStar. VideoStar is an iOS app only. From what I heard, it's really good. I did have some complications with it, so I can't say much. There are tutorials on how to use it. They also have a YouTube channel with tutorials, so if you are interested in using VideoStar, I'd watch them. They have a background color, which enables a color wheel. Really only know one gadgetuber who uses VideoStar, that being PixArt. Okay, so I've used PixArt for my thumbnails in the past. Never had I thought of it as a video editor, but a friend of mine is moving there, so I'll see how it works. It's really easy to use, but there's an unremovable water trademark, and a different layout. There's filters and cropping similar to other apps. I think this is another good option. Others are AE or other PC software. Currently, as of January 19, TikTok was given a 90-day extension. If they do not sell the app to a different company, it'll get banned once more. This explains why it's still not in the App Store and why CapCut remains unavailable. The effect: since these apps have been banned, theirs will more likely be a mass group moving to other platforms, such as YouTube, Instagram, or Reels. This will more likely result in more gacha dramas due to the fact that TikTok is a teen app. TikTok is pretty toxic too, so we may or may not receive some toxic people. We may have people making 13-16 plus content without warnings, or racism and sexism. Well, that's all I have. Once again, I apologize for the quality of this video. It's been quite the month for me.